Our next speaker is Mr. Benjamin Xue. Benjamin is one of the co-founders of the LGBTQ youth community group called Young Out Here, and he likes Star Wars and Big Bang Theory in his free time, and he advocates for the safety and welfare of all LGBT youths in Singapore.
Thank you, Jolovan. Today's petition and today's event, I actually was in head over heels about what to write and what to say. And that actually sparked off to the conversation in my head as to what color of t-shirt should I wear. And I was like, okay, should I wear pink? Oh, wait, it's not pink that day. Should I wear something in that color? Then I go like, I cannot wear something too red, it's too angry. If I cannot wear something too green, I'll blend into the grass. So I just decided, shit, there's only one color to wear, and that's purple. It's because we are standing here in spirit, not we're actually there in Russia, but we're actually standing here in solidarity with our Russian counterparts, whether you're gay, straight, transgender, bisexual, cisgender, whatever, but we're standing there in you in spirit, and that's why I'm wearing purple today. So my message to the LGBT youths in Russia is very simple. Hang on tight, be true to who you are, be strong, and be safe. Be safe. Safety. So what does safety really mean? To me, safety is I can be who I am in school and classroom without any forms of bullying and harassment. Safety is where my own sexuality and gender identity is treated as equally as other classmates and peers. Safety is when my teachers can make the first step standing up for who I am in class. Safety is where my parents can learn to accept me for who I am. Safety is where my fellow LGBTQ friends can be who they are, freely and openly. Safety is where I see positive LGBTQ portrayals on TV and cinema screens. Safety is also where I'm able to serve my country without being labeled as different during national service. Safety is also about having a place in a community that doesn't judge me for being different. Safety is having about programs and companies where I see diversity and inclusion being made a priority. And safety is where I'm not bullied, but I show my support to my LGBT friends. Bad fly flying around. Okay, next. Safety is where I can put my partner's picture on my desk without feeling the need to hide it. Safety is when I stop wishing I'm straight. Safety is where I cannot be alone and be rest assured of who I am. Safety is where it's where I want to be at any time and any place. Thank you.
Thank you, Benjamin. Our next speaker is probably the youngest speaker that's ever come to Speaker's Corner to speak. His name is Theodore. Theodore, where are you? Yes, Theodore, come. Theodore is 12 years old. And he'd like to say something in support of the LGBT community in Russia as well.
Hello everybody, my name is Theo, and after hearing many of these speeches today, I don't know if mine will really be on par or as good or as necessary, but I do hope that it's somehow appeals the same way. So let's start again. Hello everybody, my name is Theo Chen and I am a victim of bullying. In school, I was often called gay, a fag, or a faggot, and I was very often put down. My bullies called me these names because they misunderstood the words that they were using. They thought that gay is an abusive word, and they thought that it is wrong and something that will hurt someone. And sure, maybe I felt really put down, but in reality, gay is just like everybody else. It just defines you as a person. It should not be something that can single out others and make them feel bad about themselves. And these new laws in Russia that prohibits propaganda, or as I like to call education, will only make people think that gay and faggot and fag are discriminating and harmful words and will continue to use them. And the same goes for any word used to describe the LGBTQ community, such as lesbian, as transgender, etc. So this new law is effectively encouraging close-mindedness and bullying. It is not fair to deprive the next generation of it's not fair to deprive the next generation of the knowledge that they deserve as people. Thank you for listening.
I'm now going to read two statements from Russian nationals. They've requested us to read the statement, but we will not be disclosing their identities. This is the first one. I only came out after I moved to Singapore, so I haven't really experienced what's going on in Russia now. But I have seen the videos lately on YouTube, which are horrendous. And it does make me angry to see what the government has done. People like Putin know how to play on the population's feelings of homophobia. They do it to divert people's attention from economic issues and foreign issues, from the oppression of freedom of speech and general freedom of expression, so they can improve their own popularity. It is true that the Russian population is deeply homophobic. Some polls show that 88% of the population supports this law. But the government should play an educational role, making a moral judgment against prevailing popular opinion. In France, for example, 50 or 60% of the population was against gay marriage, and yet the government took a stand and introduced a change for the greater good. But I have to say I am generally out among my close friends in Russia, friends I made in university. And people say younger people tend to be more easygoing about these things, maybe because of the internet and increased travel. So maybe things will change, but it will be slow. It may take a couple of generations to change the situation. I have no illusions about this rally doing much in way of influencing the Russian government. But I hope that by expressing solidarity with the Russian LGBT community through this event, their friends here in Singapore will encourage them to continue to fight for gay rights in Russia. This is the second statement from the second Russian national who's living here in Singapore. As a Russian, I am unfortunately unable to participate in To Russia with Love. However, I would like to thank you for organizing this event. I think that what you are doing is incredibly important. Many countries have expressed their open opposition to the anti-gay laws in Russia, and it is important to chime in and let the world know that intolerance is not the way to go. The Russian government is trying to downplay the importance of the bill, most recently claiming that we don't even talk about it here. This is entirely false. In Russia, people can and are getting killed for being gay, and the existence of oppressive laws, along with the explicit support of hatred from the government, ensures that the tragic numbers continue to rise. The few cases that we know of do not account for a much larger proportion of hate crimes based on sexual orientation that occurs in Russia on a week-to-week basis. Furthermore, the muting of any discourse about LGBT issues lead to catatonic acceptance of any governmental policy thrown on the decaying pile of the selectively enforced laws, whose only purpose is to support the ruling elite. Ironically, the anti-propaganda LGBT bill is a tool of the government to instill its own ideology onto the people, that is, promoting their own anti-West propaganda. And the scary thing is that the general Russian people are buying into this because of the government-controlled media. However, there is hope that the worldwide condemnation of these recent laws will bring more attention within Russia to the plight of the LGBT community faced here. We can make it known that love and acceptance is the better way and that everyone can benefit from it. This message of hope, if loud enough, can break through the iron curtain of the Russian media. Thank you.